Oops. Over the last couple of years, the quality of films have declined rapidly. The industry is being incredibly greedy with how it produces their films, basically trying to sell tickets and keep IPs rather than making good films that people want to watch. And you can see the problems through the introduction of AI, and also through the strikes that have gone over the last couple of years, basically not letting creatives be creative. So in today's video, what I want to do is I want to sit down and take a look at some of the films that have come out in the last couple of years, some of the terrible films that have come out in the last couple of years. Basically explain the problems with them, explain why they aren't as good as they used to be, or why they aren't as good as they should be. It's only fair that we look at my worst film. If we're going to be looking at horrible films that have been made on a large scale, we look at mine first. So it's on Aaron J. Henson's channel. It's a mate from uni. Very good editor. He edited the film. I wrote and directed it. And you won't see us in the film. You'll see some actors who are also in our group. This was for university. So.
It's you. I know this is so abrupt and sudden, but I need to tell you this before you go. When I think about you, I only think happy thoughts, and it makes me warm to think about you. I've never been happier in my life, and I love you. And I've been waiting so long to tell you this, and I can't imagine our life without you. You mean everything to me. You're my last thought before I go to bed and my first thought when I wake up. I know that I need you in my life.
Sorry, man. I had my AirPod in. Yeah, here we go. That's 1850, please.
Aren't we funny? Aren't we funny? Isn't that so fucking hilarious? The camera's about to die. As in, the camera right now is about to die. For fuck's sake.
I haven't started. Oh my god. Stop riding my cock and let me do my own shit.
So, as you can see, we're all in a great mood. I mean, looking back, no, it was horseshit. It is the worst film I've ever made. Yeah, let's do the superhero ones first. So, the next film on our list, with nobody's surprises, it's Madam Web. Haven't watched. Oh god, it looks like a fan film. Which for I don't even know the budget, but I can't imagine it can't be high if it looks like this.
Let's try that again.
Let's not. I don't want to watch any more of that. This is a perfect example of a film being made to keep an IP. In my opinion, anyway. Like, that's kind of what this is like. Like, Sony is so desperately trying to hold on to their Spider-Man ownership, like the movie rights, that they're just like producing utter shite. Don't get me wrong, I adore Tom Hardy's Venom. I love them films, but I know they're not very good. Like, if you can find enjoyment from a film that you think is terrible, then good for you. You find enjoyment in it. But my enjoyment comes from my experiences watching them films. The first two films I watched it with my friend in a cinema. So it was more the going to watch the film experience than watching the film. But what Sony's doing, other than Spider-Verse, I think, is just throwing things at the wall, hoping it'll stick, for no other reason than they want to keep the rights to Spider-Man. Why did they think this was going to be good? Like, I don't get it. So for the next film, I want to talk about Batgirl. I know we'll move away from superhero movies. Batgirl was a film which was essentially fully made. It was almost there. It was like basically on the cusp of being released. And they fucking wrote it off for tax purposes.
I'm crazy enough to take on Batman, but the IRS? No, thank you!
As a creative who wants to be a part of that industry, it's soul-crushing. And I'm sure they all got paid and they didn't care as much. But the directors, the writers, the people who generally thought that film might be good, will never get to see people really respond to it. And that is just devastating. The difference with Morbius and Madam Web is they got their time in the sun. We had time to sit with them films and decide if we enjoyed them. Like, how many cast members were on this film? Like, look at all these names. Look at all these names. All these people who, no matter what you would have thought about the film at the end, had to put lots of work into making it. And you'll never see the light of day. Which is it just sucks. It really fucking sucks. You know, something that upsets me to my core, to this day, is that I never got to review the Blood and Honey stuff on Comma. Like, I remember it coming out and the second one coming out, and I think a couple others have come out, like, in that universe. And I was just like, oh, this would have been such a good video. So here we are, looking back. Reliving the glory days. Let's look at the trailer.
Feel all the weight drift away. How are you feeling?
Good, I think.
Do you recall anything from the session?
Is he meant to be Christopher Robin? He must be.
What is happening?
This was the day Billy was taken.
Oh. Fucking hell. Wait. Pooh is back. I'm mentally 12. I don't care. That's funny. Other than, like, some of the costumes are, like, they're a choice. I'm not saying they're bad because someone in the industry has sat down and worked on them. Someone in that industry has sat down and worked on them, and, you know, that's their creation. I wouldn't want to shit on that if that's the choice that they've made. But, like, it's a choice, isn't it? Like, when you think of Winnie the Pooh, you don't think of a human in a mask. You picture a fucking bear. Winnie, when he's told the honeybees are dying. What a weird thing to... I mean, good for you, I imagine. Like, you don't need to push a message in a YouTube comment section. Nobody's listening. Well, I suppose I am, but that's not the point. I don't care. It feels more like I need to watch these films. I clearly this is what I've discovered from this comment section. In all sincerity, this is a small aspect of the problem. We mainly looked at the superhero films, which are formulaic and basically not very film-like. You can find enjoyment in anything. I'm not saying that they're not enjoyable, but they are very formulaic, and, you know, they're very much cash grabs, and they're very much trying to keep IPs and things like that, which is kind of what I wanted to touch on in this video. I might do a part 2 where I dive deeper into other films. Maybe look at the whole industry, because I didn't get a chance to do that in this video. And as a film student, as a person who likes to create using a camera, it's disheartening at least. Anyway, I lied. You saw me before the end of the year, but I'll see you in the next one, I suppose. Hopefully we'll do something that's less fucking depressing.